First and foremost, all thanks and praises unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wawakakodash. Peace, blessings, much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth. To the rest of the church who believe as well, you men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons and daughters also. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. Let's start this off with Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. So our people have this mentality of trying to please these heathen. Trying to be a part of this world makes you an enemy of the Lord. Let me hold this right quick. Let's touch on, what is that? It's James. James chapter 4 and 4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the power? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the power. You show that you're a friend of this world when you trim your ways. Trimming your ways can be lining up your beard, literally trimming your beard off completely. Trimming your ways can be, talking a certain way, knowing damn well you don't talk like that, in hopes to get a heathen to like you. What our people don't understand, these devils, starting with Esau, Edom, right? Down to the rest of these heathen, these nations do not like us. But our people have this mentality that somehow, some way, if you kiss their behinds, that's going to make them respect you. That's going to give you a place in this world permanently. It's already been shown over and over again. Our people can get put in place and then easily removed. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the power? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the power. So you can't be a friend of this world, because that mentality will have you trimming your ways. Jeremiah 2 and 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? And our people will trim their ways to seek love from people who don't even love them. Trim their ways when teaching this ministry in order to get more views, to be accepted by more people, shows popularity. And instead of trying to please the Lord, you're trying to have a popularity contest. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. Let's go into that word trimmest in Hebrews 31:90. The word is yatab. It says to be good, be pleasing, be well, be glad. To be glad, be joyful. To be well placed, to be well for, be well with, go well with. To be pleasing, be pleasing to make glad, rejoice, to do good to, deal well with, to do well, do thoroughly, to make thing good or right or beautiful, to do well, do right. So you want to do what's pleasing in the eyes of the heathen. You want to do what's pleasing in the eyes of these wicked Israelites. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? So you want to do what's pleasing to the world. You want to teach in such a way that it draws in the world and not trying to do what the Lord asked us to do, which is to worry about the elect, not worry about numbers, not worry about how many people you can get to follow you. how many men you can get to join your camp. Okay? Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. So trimming your ways to seek love from people who don't even care about you, I just got to call it straight. That makes you a complete idiot. That makes you stupid. Okay? Especially when you're trying to trim your ways for Esau, and Esau is going to come down upon our people with great wrath. Okay? And trying to trim your ways of being a Hebrew Israelite is not going to prevent that. What's going to protect you is serving Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Revelations chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So it's already predestined. It's written that Esau Edom is going to come down upon our people with great wrath, but yet you have our people trying to trim their ways, trying to do what's right in the sight of Esau, as if that's going to prevent them from being caught up in Esau's snares and nets, okay, and death traps that he has, you know, to set on you Israelites, because you're playing games. You see these Israelites in the workplace, you know, they always want to smile and act buddy when they see Edomites, but they don't necessarily act that way when they're around you. It's a completely different person. It's like when they're around you, they can be depressed and low in the spirit because they expect you to understand that pain. They expect you to deal with that burden. But then when they see Esau, they smile like everything is all good in their life because they're trying to look good for a heathen that doesn't care about them. And eventually, the elites of these heathen are going to come down upon our people with great wrath. Okay? So trimming our ways, you know, thinking, well, maybe if I don't speak so aggressively, or if I don't speak so rough, or maybe saying C-hip in my videos, it might make Esau be nice to me. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. And guess what? We're in Esau's time right now. And Esau, seeing that it's his heaven, he's ruling. And then when you look at us Israelites, the kingdom of heaven is within us. So really, Esau should be rejoicing because he's about to have some fun. But we should be rejoicing because the kingdom of heaven draws nigh. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. So Esau is going to come down with so much wrath. Not only are land creatures going to be affected, but even sea creatures are going to be affected by what's coming. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, which he's already shown that. That's why when you look at the coral reef, it's bleached. It's turning white because the devil is already destroying the sea, because he knows his time is short. All right. Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So Esau's time is very short, and they're going to come down upon our people with great wrath, regardless of you trying to trim your ways. These nations do not care about us. All right. Let's go to Psalms chapter 10. This is the book of Psalms chapter 10 and verse 6. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. So when you look at these devils, they speak lies. They speak a bunch of air. You can't take them for their word. Their word means nothing. Okay? Now they deal with contracts, but even within them contracts, they create loopholes to trap you. Verse 8, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. And that's how these devils operate. Just like when you look at the Triple K, Okay. They always covered their face because they would always try to be racist in secret. Then you look at how these elites operate. They're running the world in secret. And they're always plotting on ways to do away with Israelites. But yet you have some stupid Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans all throughout this earth trimming their ways to be accepted by people who don't love them, by people who are planning to destroy them every single day. Okay? He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, just like an eagle would do. Okay? He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. The innocent represents the Israelites, but more so the elect of the Israelites. Okay? It starts with the elect first. His eyes are privily set against the poor. So Esau Edom is going to come down with great wrath because his eyes are set privily against you Israelites. Why are you trying to trim your ways to seek love when his eyes are set on you? All right. That's why the elect of the nation of Israel are going to be delivered out of the hands of these devils, man, because their eyes are set on us to destroy us. And you got some stupid ass Israelites everywhere you go, cheesing, smiling, hee hawing just to be accepted by heathen, to be accepted by nobodies. Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great. What day? The day when Esau comes down upon us with great wrath, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And why is it going to be the time of Jacob's trouble? Because their eyes are privily set on us. Their eyes are privily set on you Israelites. All right, let's jump back. Psalms chapter 10 and verse 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. Let's go into that in privily set. Hebrews 68:45. The word is safan. Safan. To hide, treasure or store up. To hide, treasure up. To lie, hidden, lurk. To be hidden, be stored up. To hide from discovery. To hide, to hoard or reverse. To protect, esteem, hide. So I guess basically, seeing that his eyes are privily set against us, and it goes into how he sits in the lurking places. They're lurking on Jacob. They're lurking on ways to destroy Jacob. Their main target isn't dealing with Moab. Okay, they lurk to destroy the poor. Okay, and when you lurk, you're basically concealing plans to ambush. Okay, you might hang around like an eagle would do, and then when you find the right time, you swoop down and attack your prey. Okay, when you look at an eagle, it can be looked at in a righteous manner, or it can be looked at in a left-hand manner. The eagle is a very spiritual bird. Okay, in fact, the eagle is my favorite bird. All right, the golden eagle, to be more exact. The golden eagle is my favorite bird. Now, where was I going to go with this? Let me find my thoughts here. So these nations, starting with Esau, Edom, they don't care about us. They plot on us. So the fact of trying to trim your ways to seek love, you are a complete idiot. You're stupid. Let's go to Jeremiah. 15 in verse 5. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Maybe if you trim your ways, maybe then the nations will have pity on you, right? Maybe if you smile and do the boogaloo, spin around and do the splits like James Brown and say hee ha all day and laugh and put on a dress, maybe then you can be accepted as a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American. No. The Lord created you to be hated by these heathens, all right? It's just too bad you don't see that because you're blinded. That's what happened with Gad. If Gad would have applied the scriptures and not trusted their enemies when Esau came, they would not have been so naive, okay? When somebody's being nice to you, they can make you naive. They can make you put your guard down. They make you stupid. And that's exactly how these devils came. They came to us nice, the same way they do now. They smile in your face all this time. They wanted to take your place and put you to waste. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Shall it be Esau, the so-called white man? Shall it be Ishmael, the so-called Arab? Who's going to have pity on you? Chucking and jiving, okay? Is that going to get you a place in this kingdom? Has it worked yet? For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan thee? Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest? So seeing our people have been at the bottom of this society all this time, how many of these nations have said, you know what? We need to take a stand for what's happened to these people. They haven't done that and they're not going to do that. But yet you want to trim your ways for these stupid ass people. You're scared to rock an afro because of what Esau Edom may feel. You women want to perm your hair because you want to look like the so-called white woman. But then you're mad when you see the black man with a so-called white woman. The man is the head. No matter what woman a man gets with, he's the head of that woman. Okay? So it's a totally different place when you women get with a heathen. You're making a heathen your head. When we get with a woman of any nation, we're still the head. All right? We're not in the same place. So seeing how our people constantly want to chuck and jive and want to find ways to get these heathen to like them, it's not going to work because the Lord made them to be our enemies. All right? And they will constantly forsake us. And that's why the Lord is going to come back and deliver us, because if it was up to these wicked ass 2/3, this will be ongoing for the next 20,000 years. Isaiah 60:15. Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee a eternal excellency, a joy of many generations. So instead of trimming your ways to try to please these heathen, if we were to return to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, guess what? He'll heal our wounds. Because ever since we've been putting our trust in these heathen, been looking up to these heathen as a safe haven and a way out, we've been forsaken and hated. That's why our people have to turn back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And seeing our people, for the majority, are not going to do that, what do we need to do? We need to separate from them. Because if you are in agreement with this world, you're also in agreement with taking this doctrine and watering it down, changing who you really are around certain people because of how they may actually feel about who you really are. You're scared to not be liked. You know, all this bullshit when they're already your enemies. And then you're around wicked Israelites and you're trying to trim your ways for them, and they're wicked as hell. They'll rob you, they'll pop your woman, they'll talk behind your back, but you'll trim your ways to make them like you. If they don't have the Holy Spirit, if they don't have Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, they're going to backstab you, but yet you'll trim your ways for them. The Lord is our way out of this, man. We've been forsaken and hated since we've been here. We have to go home. We have to. And we have to separate from these stupid Israelites who just can't understand we have enemies. And these other nations are our enemies. Now, although they are our enemies, we don't have to go around bullying them and starting problems. But understanding that they're your enemies, you would know, okay, you're not coming into my house. Okay, yeah, we can conversate, we can commune here and there, but we're not linking up outside of business. Okay, I work with you, cool. We commune here and there, cool. You're not about to come to my house. I don't need to go to your house. I don't care if you like what I like in terms of you might like to shoot around and play basketball, and I might like to do that too. We don't need to kick it because you're my enemy. You're a heathen. And you Israelites who can't understand that, typically you're a heathen, man. We're forsaken and hated by this world. No matter how much you try to make these people like you and how much they pretend, it's just not going to happen. Okay? No one cares about us. I might go on ahead and close it there. Let me see if anything comes to mind. Yeah, I'll close it here. So when it comes down, the Lord made these heathen to not like us, man. The Lord has to be the one to deliver us and change our lowly condition. Because since we've been here, we've been forsaken and hated. We've been despised. And you've still got Israelites trying to please these fucking heathen. It's retarded. But all thanks and praises goes unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashemwa, Rakakwadash. Lord willing, this was simple and edifying. Shalom.